With thousands of awaiting trial prisoners back on our streets, many question whether jail can change those behind bars. Tonight on Special Assignment, we meet two former prisoners who managed to turn their lives around. Recently, an anonymous prisoner wrote these words from inside.
Will I live again? I have soared the balconies of the skies above. Is it just a dream? I have lived in the ditches of the lowest debt. Will I live again? Only I know the truth. Is it all a lie?
Being in prison is a different world and outside is a different world. So I've been in prison for so many years and, I've missed out on a lot of changes outside and, people, especially the community.
Well, ukwenza ukuthi umqondo wami ubese usebenza kakhulu ukuthi indaba okwenza lezi zinto. Base kwashona umama ngo-88 ngangingekho ngile kude eTransvaal. Angangakwazi ukumngcwaba. Kwaphinde kwashona ubaba 96. Ungangikwazanga futhi kuba khona emlindweni kodwa ngaba nako ukuthi kube khona emngcwabeni ngiyomngcwaba. Mina nje especially mina ngangispecialize namabhunu kuphela. Ibale nje lalimhlophe ngalezo ikhathi. Ngalezo ikhathi. Sithathele imali zabelungu lamabhunu.
Well, I was in prison for 8 years, 5 months, and I was sent to prison for, terrible crimes, attempted murder, pointing firearm, and theft. And when you look back to how did I get involved into these crimes, it's so stupid because, it's just because of bad friends and, getting indulged in drugs, alcohol, and letting it control your way of life and, and the influence of bad friends. But I also have myself to blame because, I'm the one at the end of the day who makes the decisions.
Thina phela ngalezi ekhathi zethu kwangasafani namanje wayengekho nalama-tracker la aseyimotweni oma into ukutobozwayo lokhu kwakungekho ngalezo ikhathi imoto thina sasiyithatha emgwaqweni imile emgwaqweni ngoba babeyishiya nokhiya isikhathi esiningi so masifuna imoto siyithatha imoto sami sokwenza lo msebenzi siyokwenza ngaleso sikhathi and imoto ongakwazi ukuthi uhambe ngayo for 3 months uhlangana namaphoyisa endleleni ingenzeki lutho ngoba kwangeyona into eyijwayele ukwenzeka njengoba sekwenzeka manje siyasenza imisebenzi yethu ngeyimoto mhlawumbe 3 months imoto ilakuthina senza into zethu endaweni ezahlukahlukene uyibona le so sibe nebhadi-ke mina ngaba nebhadi nje ngoba ngangibe nebhadi okuboshwa uyibona le
ijele indawo engathandeki ijele indawo ofana nokuthi mhlawumbe ufile kodwa ubungafili izinto ezenzeka khona zisimangaliso ziyasabeka kumuntu ongazilutho-ke nje ngejele mayiqala kufika ejele uyathuka ziningi izinto ezenzakalayo ejele ezingabhekeki ezisabekayo and nawe futhi ngaleso sikhathi usuke unalolo valo.
Abazali bami baphatheka kabuhlungu ngabi ngoba kuleya family engikhula kuyona mina akekho wakwaboshwa ubaba wakhule edlala ibhola waze wakushada noma kwatholakala nathi sakhuliswa samadoda safundiswa esikoleni base kufika leso sikhathi nje njengoba ngeke ngasho ukuthi mawabele ukuthi esikhathini esiwukuthi uyokwenza kanje ngeke kuze kujenga ngoba
you lose a lot of your life. You're far away from your family, from the people that you care about. You cannot do what you want, cannot live how you want, you cannot think what you want to think, you see. because, you know, you are controlled in every way. It's either you're controlled by the gangsters or you're controlled by the authorities, you see.
Oh, 26, 28, 27, Big 5, 11, yonke lezo zinto ey'njengalezi. Ngaphakathi ey'boshwe nje zizodwa. Noma gangsters asebenza ngendlela ezahlukahlukene. You understand? So kuye kube khona isikhathi uthi bayacabana bodwa bese ndaba ukuthi bagwazana.
It's a hard place. It's difficult. It was very difficult because, you know, in prison, especially by the prison gangsters, sometimes you are forced into situations like paying tax, like joining them.
Big 5 asebenza namabhoni ngendlela zokungazwani, azama ukuqeda akawazwani nezinto ezimbi, ukuphathana kwemmese ngaphakathi ejele, ukuhlukumeza abanye abantu, wathi into ey'njengalezi. Bese kube khona ama-28, ama-28 adila nabantu abancane, abafana abancane laba abancane, abenza amantombazana ngaphakathi ejele. Bese uba khona ama-27, 27 abagwazayo ejele, abasebenza nje bayagwaza ejele, uma kwenzeka ukuthi nje bayagwaza ejele. Kube khona ama-26 asebenza ngemali ejele, you understand? Namanye amanye-ke ngoba uma-11 into esebenza ngokudla, into ey'njengalezo, ama-gangsters anjalo.
Soccer is a game too that also helps because especially in prison, most of the guys inside prison are playing soccer every weekend, Saturdays and Sundays, and they look forward to it. Yeah? Like even if they get up to, you know, to doing mischief, and you know, you just tell them no soccer for you this weekend, that, you know, it gets to them because, you know, it's something like that they always look forward to. Check that out.
Bengiyi-26 ejele. E-26 ukuze ngibona ne-dollar sign. Okuyilona phawu kwelelo olutshengisa ukuthi u-26 ejele. You understand? Nayi lo dollar sign. Yayibona? I-dollar sign-ke le, i-dollar sign. Ngihamba wonke amajele, mangagqokile nje yabona ukuthi ayirobhani. Ikroka. You understand? Irobhani. Ngoba sisebenza nge-crime. Asinendaba nokunye. Mfowethu izinto ezenzeka laphana ngoba ukufa komuntu ngiyacabanga ukuthi wonke umhlaba kuyinto enkulu kabi ebalulekile. Umphefumulo womuntu ubalulekile. So uma uzophuma umphefumulo ubhekile. Leso isigameko ngeke usikhohle empilweni yakhe. So lapha yana bekuyinto evama ukwenzeka. You understand? Mhlawumbe uthi yenzeka kabili ngesonto or mhlawumbe kathathu ngesonto. You understand? Thothi kufe 2, kufe 3, kufe 4, ukwaziwe omunye uyilengisile, omunye ushayiwe, omunye uqinyiwe waze wafa. Bekwenzeka kanjani? And uthola ukuthi there's no investigation emva kwalokho. You understand? You understand? Ngobani? Abantu abamnyama. You understand? Especially lapha ejele nje, amabhoni akhona man, amabhoni akhona man. Abanalo uzwela, bengenalo uzwela.
You know, me myself, when I was in prison, I feel very bad looking at, you know, my fellow prisoners because there were fellow prisoners of mine inside who have committed, you know, terrible crimes. That, you know, that makes me feel ashamed. The influence of drugs inside prison was more than what it was outside. So I said to myself, you know, if I can make it here in prison, you know, face the responsibilities of, you know, not being, you know, mixed up in drugs and gangsterism. So what can stop me from changing? Let me work on my life.
And the most important thing there is that the ex-offender has to accept responsibility for whatever crime he or she has committed, and that once one acknowledges responsibility, it actually helps in moving forward.
Yeah, what I chose in prison is like, you know, being born again, giving my life to Christ, and you know, asking Him to lead me all the way. And you know, on the day that I made that decision, I had so much of faith, and you know, fear was a thing that was far away from me. You know? And I've always walked, having faith, because when you're in prison, when you go to eat, maybe it's breakfast or maybe it's lunchtime, you always got to look out, of not being stabbed, of your head not being bust. But, I had so much of faith, and, I shouldn't even worry about, even turning my head and looking back, because, I knew that God is there watching over me. And as long as I did the right thing, He would always watch over me.
Abantu mangabe uphuma ejele baba nako lokho kwesaba komuntu, especially mangabe ubathi athi ushayile isigodo esikhulu, baba nako lokho, kodwa bese kuba wena uzoziveza kanjani emphakathini ukuthi usuwumuntu ebantwini, you understand?
Every prisoner, definitely the anxiety and the fear and anticipation as well of what to expect. Also depending on how long they've been away from the community. The longer the imprisonment, the more difficult it is obviously to reintegrate.
Banalokho phela ukuthi uyangaphandle, you understand? Kodwa kube buhlungu mawuya ngaphandle ungazi ukuthi uyokwenzani ngaphandle. You understand? Mawungazi ukuthi uyokwenzani ngaphandle akukho ukujabula.
It's anxieties, expectations, fear, as you mentioned, of what to expect. Will they get the support from their family? Will they get the support from the community? What am I going to do when I'm going to get released? Is there a job available for me? I don't have skills. What I'm then going to do with my life? How do I carry on from here?
Yeah, when I came out of prison, the most, shocking things were, finding out that I'm divorced. And secondly, the changes outside, and losing so much of my friends while I was in prison, and in difficult situations. The friends that that I used to go out with and do all the bad things. Some of them have been shot. Some of them have been stabbed to death. And that also played a major part in changing me. So it was totally shocking to come out and find out that all of them are gone. So at the end of the day, I always sit down and ask myself the question, if I was there with them, would I still be alive? Would I be the David that I am today?
So angimsolanga ngalokho ngoba isikhathi sasiside and umuntu na njengabantu bonke, understand? So wayengeke amele isikhathi eside bese ngakisidonsa, understand? So waba nenhlanhla othola umuntu ke wamthatha ngaleyo ndlela amthatha ngayo, kodwa ke eqinisweni akusho ukuthi njengoba esathathwa lo muntu mhlambe asixhumane, siyaxhumana, siyaxoxisana mayelana nengane, siyabonana lapho sibonana khona ngaleyo ndlela sixoxa mayelana nengane, abone ingane zakhe kanjalo nje siyabonana.
The integrated approach is very important, where the family and the community is involved in a person's reintegration. Every individual has the opportunity to make a difference in their life. They have also the chance to make use of opportunities. And, we believe firmly in the rights and responsibilities of individuals to do that.
There's so much of roads that you want to walk onto, but, it's very, very hard, So I'm just trying like each day to take it a step at a time. Like my first basic step was to get to know my family, because I don't even know most of my family members. It's not that I didn't want to know them, it's because of the life that I lived. I didn't care about anybody. See, I don't even know most of my relatives. See, sometimes I meet a relative in town and they say, "How's it, David?" And, I'm truly shocked because, I hardly know them. So, that's my main step that, I want to move on now. I didn't give a damn about anyone. I always thought about myself first. And whatever I did, but there was no conscience in me. I never cared, you see. But, since I've been to prison, I've really, worked my life and worked into my life and changed my whole way of life.
Ngishintshe kakhulu manje ngoba egcineni emveni kokuba inkosana yami isithole isigqokisiwe njengoba isingumfundisi nje, ngaba nokushayeka, ngaba nokuzitshela ukuthi hawu mina kodwa ngoba nami le ndlela ngangihamba ngisakhula yinto engangivimba ukuthi ngiqhubeke nami ngoba nangu umfana wami sengitshengisile ukuthi baba nansi indlela esafundiswa yona la ekhaya omkhulu nogogo ngayibuyela indlela namhlanje nje ngibuyela enkonzweni ngiya esontweni ngiyayigcina izinto zenkonzo yonke.
Yebo, ngimthethelele ngoba uthi umthandazo omkhulu uJesu awufundisa abafundi bakhe uthi masithethelele ngoba nathi sithethelelwa nsuku zonke uma sonile.
If you stand in faith and believe in yourself and you say this is where I'm standing and I'm not going to move, that's a positive step, and just to walk all the way having that faith, you can make it, because that's the only place where you can change and become a better person.
Lithi iBhayibheli, wozani sithethe indaba kuJehova noma izono zenu zizimbi kangakanani noma izono zenu zingangezihlabathi zolwandle, kodwa masiye kuJehova siyovuma izono zethu ukuze sithole ukuthethelelwa. Ngalo ndlela uma sonile noma ngabe izono zethu zizimbi kangakanani noma ngabe senze into ezihluku kangakanani komunye, kodwa bekufunakala sivume siconfesse ukuthi sibe wrong la saba wrong la ngicela intethelelo.
Esontweni phela kwenzeke kanje. Inkonzo mayithi kunesikhathi ekuthiwa isikhathi sesezaziso zasesontweni. Kuqedwe lapho umfundisi aqhubeka nenkonzo bese kufika isikhathi sokuthi umuntu oyinikelayo esontweni akasukumeze ngaphambili. Ukusukuma kwakho uya ngaphambili uya ngoba vele usuyinikela usushiya konke lokho kubi. Ukubekwa kwakho izandla nje uthandazelwa uzikhulume nawe ngomlomo wakho uthi cela uNkulunkulu angisize ngihlukane nako konke lokho ngingasili ngibheke phambili empilweni ukuthi ngikhonze uNkulunkulu wami ngoba ngiyazi ukuthi uNkulunkulu ukhona. Ngenze njalo ke nami ke yangaphambili kumfundisi ngazibika ngabeka lonke usizi lwami.
What I'm saying is that, even if you're a man, you're supposed to be tough as a man, but, sometimes when I'm in my room at night, I cry and I feel so afraid, because looking at life and, the difficulties and the changes, it makes me feel so afraid. But still deep in my heart, and, I still got that faith that, I can be successful, I can succeed. Don't let this get me down. And I get a lot of encouragement from my sister and from a few people who know me, especially my pastor. And I'm just taking it from there, trying to fit in and get over everything. And I believe that, I will make it, because deep in my heart there's something that's really positive, that's keep on inspiring me.
Kwenzekani ngempela ngayibuza ngayithola ianswer ukuthi no, if mase ngiyeke lokho ngingaphila nabantu. Namhlanje ngiyaphila nabantu, anginankinga nabo. Ngiyaphila nabantu, anginankinga. Ngayitshela mina, ngizange ngitshele omunye umuntu ukuthi mfana wami usukhulile manje yeke ukuthi nokuthi. Ngayitshela mina ngathi ukuthi ngiyakuyeka manje. Ngoba okuningi ngikubonile ukuthi azange ungisize.
Ushintshile yena. Siyahlala phansi sixoxe kodwa okubuhlungwana ngizosho nje ukuthi akavuma ukuboniseka.
Well, I'd always go to town, maybe 2 or 3 times in a week, just to get to know people, because being in prison is a different world and outside is a different world. So I've been in prison for so many years, and I've missed out on a lot of changes outside, and people, especially the community, and I just go outside to see what people are all about, what they like and dislike, and see if I'm still the same person, or whether I'm a person that can fit into the community. And that helps me a lot, because as I walk along town, or I meet up with people at Naomi, and it truly helps me. It boosts me a lot, because I find that I'm still a person, but what makes me more happy now is that I'm a person that's able to fit into the community, and I'm being liked by a lot of people, and that makes me feel great. Because when I went to prison, before I can go to prison, and when I went to prison, I was disliked by a lot of people because of my life and the way I lived.
I tell it to her, I saw the food that you had. I tried it. I turned it again. Menajang sa kabang no kabang. Gishuk visit ako. Kabang shuk kabang. Goboyas magiti gilbo kanji very kufuga leza alone then da. You understand that? Then da unjang sa kabang impilo niya. Ngiyengithi angazi ukuthi ngenza kanjani kulabo abafana laba abancane abasenza amacala ngoba abanengi babo ikona nje ukuthi nakho i-workshop yami ayikakalungi kahle. Ngabe eqinisweni kukhona engikwenzayo nale genge encane. Uyayibona lonto njalo.
Well, things have really changed, like especially, I'll say, prices of things, like sometimes now when I go into town, I'm even, I even don't even, what can I say, I'm just afraid to even, to window shop because of things being so expensive, and when you are in, like when I was in prison there, like we get things cheap there because we have tuck shops inside, so we get special discounts as prisoners. And when you come outside to come and discover that things are so costly, and the cost of living is high, it's truly amazing. And it's it's like you're being in a different world, completely.
Lona lingikhulisele ngoba ezinto eziningi manje ngiyayibona ezazi amaphutha esikhathini esingaphambili. Ngoba ngithi noma sengihlezi mase ngibala isikhathi sengisimosile nesengisihlale lapha ngibona ukuthi hey isikhathi esiningi sami ngabe mhlambe kulesi sikhathi esingaka sengeza izinto ezingaka. Mhlambe ngabe manje sekuwukuthi nokuthi. Ngiyikhale kwana kodwa bese ngiyitshela ukuthi ngoba egcineni ngizuzele diploma engibuye nayo. Iziningi izinto esengizenzile nengizenzayo. If I could get a job, getting a job is a very important thing to me, because there's so much I want to do, and especially like I've got a daughter, and she's looking up to me. So being a father without a job, it's being useless, because there's so much that your child expects from you, and you're not able to to give it to her. And for myself too, as a man, I need a job to be able to do whatever I wish to do, and you cannot do nothing without a job. So that's my main aim in life. But I know that someday I will get a job, although it's difficult. But I'm just hoping.
No matter omunye umuntu angathini ngaye, kodwa okusalayo ubaba. Lokhu engiyikho ngiyikho ngaye, ukube wayengekho ngabe angikho kwamina, ngabe angisele umfundisi engiyinguye. Engifuna usho nje ukuthi ngiyamthanda uyohlala ubaba.
Join us again next week for another special assignment. And if you have any comments or suggestions, you can email us at truth@sabc.co.za.